And we as a coaching staff sure as a heck didn't help him win that match at the end. And so that's on us. And that was a dual meet, you know.
All right, folks, welcome back to BEG Wrestling. We are here. And that was the 2023 CYHAWK dual meet. And this is my instant reaction. I'm not going to give you a match-by-match breakdown, folks. We'll do a full match breakdown in our next episode coming this week. But I'm here to tell you what happened. What happened yesterday? A couple notes on the matches here. First of all, no Angel Rivera. No Angel in the house for Iowa. And it showed. I think it was 12-0 in the stalling calls for Iowa State. It was Iowa who came out on top, 18-14. Iowa took 6 out of 10 matches. But, folks, this was the 19th win in a row for the Iowa Hawkeyes in this rivalry. Starting to question why this is the biggest rivalry in the sport. But that wasn't the story of the match, folks. The story of the match was the coaching. And Kevin Dresser got undressed by Tom Brands playing chess. And we're here to talk about it, all right? We're here to find where did Kevin Dresser's clothes go, okay? Because there were obvious mistakes here.
There was places like 125, 174, 184 where, you know, we just didn't get to our offense. And hats off to Drake and hats off to the 174 and the 184. They got to their offense and we didn't get to our offense. And we as a coaching staff sure as a heck didn't help him win that match at the end. And so that's on us. And that was a dual meet, you know.
Where are Kevin's clothes, folks? Where are Kevin's clothes? Number one, where did Kevin Dresser mess up here and Iowa State lose this match? Number one, Iowa State, their team, came in to wrestle, not to lose, instead of to win. He mentioned a couple examples in his interview there, but specifically 125, Terrakina, who lost to Ayala 7-2. We thought that was a toss-up match. 184, Feldkamp lost to Arnold. Who saw that coming? We'll talk more about that. 197, Broderson lost to Glazier. All of these were disappointing performances. No aggression out of the Cyclones. So there it is, folks. We found, there was Kevin's shirt, okay? We found Kevin Dresser's shirt. The team just came in wrestling not to lose, okay? But you can still win a match. You can still proceed without a shirt. What was the next mistake? 141. What happened here? Not challenging Echemedia's takedown at the end of regulation. Let's go to the clip.
Go for it. Stepping inside, looking for the inside trip. He's getting his hips up off the mat. Oh, he got it. I don't know, Coach. If we're talking no reaction time, that was extremely close. When he had the angle, Echemendia, Real Wood still had fingertips down on the mat. Once Anthony had the corner.
No points. No points awarded. 1 second. Iowa State corner.
Iowa State's definitely going to challenge this. That's a worthwhile challenge here if I'm Iowa State.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that, but you know, I think with the reaction time and the new rule, I just don't think that they're going to get that call.
No challenge, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's very surprising, Coach.
Great
I would be willing
action,
to take that risk right now, especially because Echemendia was the one who was really sprinting there. Yeah. So if you look in his face, you can see that he's a little bit labored here. And now he gets a fresh 2 minutes. He's got to go and try to do that entire sequence again.
Echemendia had the momentum and maybe the takedown, okay? But even if he doesn't get that takedown, that challenge will allow him more time to recover. I mean, obviously, he put it all out there at the end of regulation, going for that win. And just why not throw the challenge brick? I mean, I get it. It's still semi-early in the match, but that's a huge swing match. I mean, you got to throw the brick there. We found Dresser's shoes, okay? That was his shoes. That one hurt, especially coming off Ayala won, and you thought that was one of the 2 swing matches. But then the Teskey upset, and you thought, wow, Iowa State is back in the driver's seat. Big mistake not throwing the challenge brick there at 141. That's where Dresser lost his shoes. But moving on next, wait, it was 157. And another challenge brick question. Not challenging the Chittum takedown at the end of regulation. Let's see the clip.
Gets tagged with a late
He
stall.
gets pushed out of bounds again.
Brannick repositions near the edge, and Jared Brannick got it.
Did Chittum get control? No. But they are going to go to the table. They will go to the table
we're
to
going to
take a look at
this one.
He may have ran out of time, but I can tell you, I thought his foot was in. They didn't go out of bounds.
Okay, so this is the refs, I believe, that are coming to take a look at this on their own accord.
Right.
So it's quick. We don't have the clock here, but we know that he was able to get behind.
What I'm looking for here is, did they go out of bounds at any point?
Here, he's still in.
Yeah, he's still in.
You notice how Frantic slides that right
Keep
knee
an
out.
eye on the clock.
Oh,
That's
on the
what they're going to be
top.
looking at.
The zero's on the clock up top, so, I mean, if he did it, it's inside of 1 second.
Okay, so apparently the refs looked at it on the monitor. However, okay, it's too close to call. And again, Dresser, if you throw the brick, this allows Chittum time to recover. It allows him time to recover. Why not throw the brick? Why not? At this point, you got to throw the brick, okay? Give him a chance. Give him a chance. No chance given at a Dresser. There's the socks, okay? Their win is socks. Dresser's now down a shirt, a shoes, and a pair of socks. But hey, you can still proceed. You could still win this match. Then we go on to 174. And the biggest mistake of the match here by Dresser, not telling Gaitan to cut Kennedy with 15 seconds left at the end of the third period. Let's look at the highlight.
Going at the lip, now looking for a body lock, a high crotch to his shot. Gets a stall warning, gets a takedown. There's 15 seconds left. He needs to cut him. No, he's going to keep him down.
Tries to get him exposed. Kennedy hanging on for dear life, gets back safely to his base. And that is going to be it. Patrick Kennedy hangs on for the victory.
You know, I looked over at his corner, and they were telling him to keep him down.
Yeah, I don't think that was wise, Coach. You know, I would have cut him right away. They're probably looking at the riding time, but I would have cut him and then gone ahead and tried to get that three-point takedown, which would have taken the lead effectively for him.
Kennedy really had him gassed at this point. Comes back out to the top, right? Looking over to his corner, what do I do? And at that point in time...
Coach, what's at the top of your mind right now?
We should have won that last match. You know, we lost our head in the corner here. You know, we should have won that match. So, you know what? We got a couple more to go, so we can't dwell on the past. But, you know, a lot of things were happening fast there at the end, and we didn't do a good job in the corner.
And what was the Iowa State coaching staff thinking? I'm sorry. That is just inexcusable. You thought the riding time point was for your team? You've got to be kidding me. I'm sorry. I am sorry. That is inexcusable. You have got to have more mat awareness than that. You're the head coach. I don't care if your assistant coaches are yelling something or not. You are the head coach. Everything's falling on you. And what are the assistant coaches looking at? Oh, my goodness. You got to be kidding me. Kennedy obviously completely gassed at the end of this match. You think Gaitan had a shot. I mean, with 15 seconds left, I think he had a shot, but you didn't give him a shot. And that was a big one, okay? And that's where you're seeing Tom Brands start to smirk because Dresser just lost his underwear, folks. All right? He lost his underwear. He's down shoes, socks, shirt, and underwear. All he's got left is a pair of pants. It was the ultimate chess move here out of Tom Brands. The lineup change, the unexpected lineup change at 174 and 184. Moving Gabe Arnold up to 184 and having Kennedy stick it out at 174 paid off. Moving Gabe Arnold up to 184, here's why it is a win-win. Gabe Arnold has no expectations to win this match. But if he does, it is the ultimate boost of confidence for Gabe Arnold. And it happened, dude. He gave him a chance, and there was no lineup reaction change at a Dresser. Should he have moved Nocta Boren to 184 to wrestle Gabe Arnold and move Feldkamp up to 197 to wrestle Glazier? The way Feldkamp wrestled it, I don't know if it would have made a difference, but let's be honest. Tom caught Dresser with his pants down. And that's where Kevin Dresser's pants went, folks. And we'll talk about it more. This was the ultimate chess move out of Tom Brands, okay? He had been preparing for this for months. There's where the dresser full of Kevin's clothes went. Shirt, pants, socks, shoes, and the underwear, Kevin Dresser was undressed by Tom Brands. And a coaching absolute clinic. Tom Brands with the ultimate chess moves here. Now let's get into it. What were the chess moves out of Tom? Well, do you remember back in the Luther Open when we here at BEG Wrestling we were criticizing Iowa? Why are you going to this, dude? Okay, well, turns out there was more to it than that. Now, I'm going to read a comment out of one of our experts on Facebook here, Terry Schuler. A few notes that may be deserving of their own thread. There's an insider on the Hawkeye forums who said there was an incident with Swafford. He would not elaborate. Mineo has since reported that Swafford is now a late addition to the gambling issue and is possibly out for the year. Now, Mark Ironside said on the Oregon State radio broadcast that Kennedy had an injury that was keeping him out past his suspension. Thought to be a couple of appearances. Another insider over on the board said it was a knee scope. Makes sense since those you can return fairly quickly if it's just loose bodies removed. That's why Kennedy was gassed so bad. He has not been conditioning at all. I think in shape, he was well on his way to a tech fall and did not look physically overmatched by Gaitan. He's a pretty good-sized kid. One of the reasons Iowa sent their starters to the Luther Open, a yearly event, listen to this, a yearly event, usually for the backups and room guys. So it was counted for one of Kennedy's missed appearances for suspension purposes. It was unsightly. Iowa starters beating D2 and D3 guys, but it was done with a purpose. Tom Brands is out here playing chess while the rest of us are playing checkers, folks. Tom Brands has been preparing for months. He's seen this coming. Swafford added to the gambling suspension list. And now with Swafford and all this being said, does it make sense for Gabe Arnold to actually stay at 184 for the remainder of the year? I'm going to go to another comment from a Facebook expert, Kevin Sir. Iowa should stick with this lineup for the rest of the season. Kennedy at 74, Arnold at 84. Best for Arnold if he is still sticking to that 4 titles comment. Only way he even has an outside shot at 4 titles. And he's not necessarily saying he believes he does. But if he does, it's if he either redshirts this year, assuming Srirachi doesn't come back for his 5th, or if he bumps up to 184 like Foka did. Again, I'm not saying that he can win 184, but his odds are much better than that of beating Srirachi. I don't see anyone not getting bonus by Srirachi this season. Best for the team, both duel-wise and tournament-wise, in my opinion. Does it make sense to keep Gabe Arnold up at 184? I don't know. I tell you who probably does know. Tom Brands, because he's playing chess, and this 174, 184 line shakeup was the checkmate to Kevin Dresser here. He had, again, we mentioned it, Gabe Arnold had absolutely nothing to lose, not expected to win, potential huge confidence boost if he does. He did. Iowa State, unprepared for it, did not practice, train against these new opponents, which, by the way, Gabe Arnold also mentioned he didn't really know until the night before. Tom came to him the night before. Iowa State unprepared. Moving Swafford out of the lineup. And again, the ultimate chess player, Tom Brands. I told him to play the us against the world card. And wouldn't you know he did. And it worked. And it worked, folks. And Iowa takes the 19th win in a row at Iowa State. Tom Brands playing chess while we're playing checkers, folks. And Kevin Dresser getting undressed. Like and subscribe for more BEG Wrestling. We'll give you a full match breakdown on this week's show. But until next time, folks, this is BEG Wrestling.